Just take a look at this. Look. Oh.
Secondary design. Yeah. Out in the shop. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Little plaid lettering. Getting to our Canadian heritage there. A little, like, fancy cursive "the."
It's just, you know, something else that the Millennial ManCave logo, like, offers, you know. And we love it, and the boys are just stocking up. Getting some of that merch. But, guys, we're back into some Madden action. Thank you for joining us today. So,
You're probably wondering where the Browns are.
yeah, what happened to the Bears? Well, there was a Brown
Browns.
issue.
Bears.
There was a shitty issue.
Yeah.
That's what you're alluding to. I
Nice.
totally understand.
Nice.
Yeah, so basically our laptop that we do all the recording on had a major update, and we shot the episode, and supposedly everything but the microphone held true on OBS. And we shot an entire episode that has no audio.
But what I can tell you is that we did mad yard work with Le'Veon Bell.
That we did.
So that's why I'm pulling this up here. 150 yards on the ground. 2 touchdowns, I think it was.
2 touchdowns.
In a 20-0 defeat.
It was good. It was a good win.
Yeah, it was clean.
Good win for us. We knocked off those you know, I got the same Browns.
Yep.
Knocked off the Bears. That was the game that obviously we had a little bit of a should have kicked the field goal. Like that game there.
Yeah.
That was the comeback. That was we wiped the floor with you. You're a joke, Ryan Tannehill. So we got that done, and now we're back into some action, going against the Vikings,
Minnesota.
So very, very curious to see how this one pans out. Obviously, you know, they're a 3-5 team, but we know we can't look at records and take guys lightly. Jumping right into some action. Part of the last episode that obviously you guys missed, so again, our apologies. We haven't had one of these in a while.
I know, it's unfortunate because this is the first time, hey, we're level 3 season goal.
Hell yeah.
We win tonight. The unfortunate part about this is that we would have shot the entire season, all 16 games.
I know.
And now we
Well, the computer did us in.
Yeah, the updates.
Yep, I don't know why, just the mic for some reason. But nonetheless, you know, we fixed it now. Have no fear. But we want to get into some of the discussions that we had in that episode that we missed.
Yep.
And, you know, we were giving you guys some love, some shout-outs, some kudos for all your comments you guys have been leaving, all the love and support you guys continue to show the MMC brand. So, from Chef Tom and I, we thank you guys. And
big time. Big love.
We love you guys. Let's keep it growing. The MMC family, community, Shawarma Nation is growing every day. And our last Madden video, actually, I guess 2 videos ago, we had a little shout out from NBA Hot Boy.
Yes.
And his call out was, you know, guys, start discussing, you know, who your MVPs are.
For the NFL season.
Yeah, with regards to, like, your rookie offensive player of the year, your player, like, offensive player of the year, MVP, all that good stuff, like the defense. So Chef Tom and I kind of touched on that in the episode, and now we'll, you know, regurgitate it back for you guys since that episode is now officially lost. So Chef Tom, what was your picks for the offensive player of the year?
So offensive player of the year, you know, if you're saying it's anyone but Wentz, you're lying. The guy has been untouchable. I will say, oh my God,
Wow.
that's how I like to start off my day.
Just, hey, I'll carry 3 guys. By the way, it's 11 yards. So, 1 touchdown last week.
Okay, 1.
Sorry, just on a brief note there. So, Wentz.
So Wentz is a lock for me for offensive player of the year. Another player that I would probably toy with, but it's unfortunate that he's injured, is Watson. I think if he had stayed healthy, he could have made a good... I got the wrong hole. Just leave it at that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I'd say Watson would be there as well if he did not get injured, for sure. But another guy that I actually really do like is, I think Russell Wilson's having a decent year. You know, he's completing passes. His touchdowns are getting up again. You know, I especially think based off that acquisition.
Woo.
Oh, yeah.
AB, baby.
Acquisition of getting Brown on the tackle end will definitely help them. So it could continue to kind of grow in his favor. And I'm okay with that because he's my quarterback in the pool. So,
and that's why he went there. And it works for me because I had Jimmy Graham, who was .1 Jimmy, if you guys were in the pool with us. And, nice to see him finally start to come around and get more consistency. He is one of the best tight ends in the league, especially offensively. So it was kind of frustrating when
he got
caught up in his own guy.
Oh, God, that's frustrating.
Like Jimmy Graham was.
Yes.
So there's Chef Tom's offensive MVPs. I definitely agreed. I think Wentz is the guy. Realistically,
he has to be.
He solidified himself as an elite QB this year. I don't want to believe it's a flash in the pan. I think this is the consistency we're going to see from, Wentz going forward. He's always been a student of the game. He's an incredibly smart, high IQ QB, which are the ones that tend to have the most success. Not to mention throw in the fact that he's got athleticism.
I'm gonna also, excuse me. I'm gonna also back in there that I think Gurley's also putting up a really good year for the Rams.
He has, and Jared Goff as well, starting to show his worth there for the Rams. So those were a couple pieces that we discussed as well. But I think the main components that we discussed was that, Wentz is the guy. He's probably the offensive MVP. Looking at it from a rookie offensive MVP for the year.
Rookie offensive of the year, I would say.
So
I would still say Watson is up there.
We had a few names that we threw out. I dropped 3, who for me were my guys. Hard to pick one out of the 3.
Hey, field goal.
You get a field goal.
Thank you. Learning. I would say Watson has to be there. Again, unfortunate that he's injured because he was putting up godlike numbers. I was always a big fan of him. Again, I hate that he's on a rival team of Houston to my Colts. But, c'est la vie. Other offensive rookies that I've liked has been Hunt and Casey. More so because of the fact he's been, he wasn't expected to do this.
He's a game changer and a playmaker.
At the same time, I feel he's got a lot more support cast. And I'll let you take on the third guy because I completely forgot, which blows my mind I forgot. So take the third option that you discussed.
And we discussed Leonard Fournette. Yeah. I think out of those 2 running backs we said, Fournette was obviously the one who is expected to make a big play, for Jacksonville during the season. I didn't expect him to do as well as he has been, so he's kind of been over and above for me. I know he's been dealing with a little bit of an injury the last couple weeks, but nonetheless, he's still been producing. And I think Jacksonville isn't where they are without him because their run game was not consistent. And I think that's what's opened up the potential for Bortles to play a little bit better this year. But it's still not a Bortles team. It's a Fournette team. Yes. And that's why we had those 3 guys there. We talked about, instead of player of the year for defense, we went, our defensive teams. And
come on. How's he hold on to that? Yeah!
I like to say we dropped probably about 4 or 5 teams that we got some kudos to.
Also dropped Reed.
Nice. Bye, Reed. That's a rib. He's hurting right now. Yeah. He is hurting right now.
That's what I got.
So we let's go over some defense.
Yes.
We discussed first things first, the Minnesota Vikings, who we are playing right now.
Yep.
Just the pressure the defensive line brings in. Harrison Smith. They got a lot of really good players and playmakers on that defense. So we discussed them. We talked about Kansas City.
Yeah, you can't.
Another great defense there.
Yep.
We just
Jacksonville.
We discussed their defense has really stepped it up. They cut out the Steelers.
Yeah.
We discussed the Steelers defense, who as kind of one of those comeback, hey, nice to meet you again, kind of a things.
We still know how to play.
Yeah, like Ryan Shazier, the acquisition of Joe Hayden. There were some good pieces there. The team's starting to get older together and growing. Mike Hilton is really starting to show his worth for the Steelers at corner. So that's nice to see as a Steelers fan. And there's a couple of teams we discussed for defense.
Jacksonville, Minnesota.
KC, Minnesota, Pittsburgh. Philly. How can we forget Philly? Philly's defense has been top-notch stuff. So they were one that we discussed. And they're kind of the teams that we'd like to say were, our big guys.
Yeah, I think, not over-the-top surprises, but they're guys that consistently on a week-to-week basis just
the Rams for me have been pretty surprising.
See, the Rams have always had a good defensive front line, in my eyes.
But, I think this year the consistency in which they've played well defensively has been good. So I'll give them that. And then, so of course we ended off from there in our MVP choices.
Oh.
And I think we were pretty unanimous.
Yeah, it's Wentz's to lose right now. He's been lights out.
Yeah.
At the same time, I know you brought up. Sorry, as I'm just trying to get
Tommy
through this.
boy.
You brought up Brady.
Yep.
But my defense is that if it was anybody else not named Brady putting up what Brady's doing right now, I would agree with you. He should be in contention. But because it is Tom Brady and you have a higher expectation, I got stopped in the backfield. I don't think he's an automatic lock to be in contention. I say Russell Westbrook.
Wilson.
Yeah, sorry.
We haven't played NBA today.
No, I know.
But he's got NBA on the mind.
NBA on the mind. It was just huge games that we played, so. Yeah, Russell Wilson, I think he could maybe make some noise. I also like to think that perhaps, obviously Wentz. Who's the other name I came across that I thought might be able to do some noise?
Actually, I can't remember where we went from there. Actually, and now that I think about it, one that I forgot. New Orleans. New Orleans started the season 0-2 and are now 6-2. They've won 6 straight games.
That's Breeze for you.
Now you got Drew Brees going there. You got Michael Thomas. You got Alvin Kamara. Like, there's a bunch of good playmakers on that side. And New Orleans defense, surely enough, who I probably should have thrown in that discussion. They've been really good. I've used them a couple times in the pool. They've been really good one-off teams for me, just because I do run the Vikings defense and Houston. So I had 2 top-tier defenses until obviously Watt went down. Yep. But yeah, I think Drew Brees even could be up there for discussion
based on what he's doing.
Based on what New Orleans has done, it's that team runs through Drew Brees.
Very much so.
Plain and simple.
Very much so.
So that's kind of our picks, guys. We challenge you now to drop in the comments below about what you guys are thinking for those specific things that we called out. And a little fun one that Chef Tom threw in.
So we'll wait till you play right now. I hope you fucking give him for a safety right now. I'm so pissed I lost 2 possessions and only put up 3 points. So what I challenged Jeff to do, and I'm challenging you guys at home to do as well, is you've now watched us go through our season. We're 7-1. Jeff, who is our Rookie of the Year? And when I say Rookie of the Year right now, at halfway point, that's an awkward tackle.
Looks like a broken leg.
People that weren't playing last year that are part of the team this year. So that includes Stammer, that includes Becton, Kaiser because he wasn't starting regularly last year, TJ Watt because he wasn't playing last year on a consistent basis, and then there's a third name there as well. But for the most part, let's say those 4. So who would you say right now is our biggest difference maker out of those 4 for our rookies? Way to go, Brown. Juke it. Oh, you went for the spin, eh?
Yeah, I thought the spin would have burned him.
Not bad. You still got decent yards return.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day.
I'm surprised Steve didn't go for the quick jerky.
So, actually, as part of the comments before we get into your piece, guys, we hear loud and clear, Polar Bear Steve will be coming back for an episode very soon. We will have him back.
We're jokingly thinking about having him actually coach us where he calls the plays and we have to execute.
Which would be funny.
Oh, God. Because then if we fuck it up, it's Steve.
Yeah. As part of the comments below, you guys let us know if that's what you want to see. I know you guys called him out to see him come back, but would you guys want to see something fun like that? Be part of one of our episodes. But, Chef Tom, off to your...
So, who would you say is our Rookie of the Year right now?
Rookie of the Year for me, out of those guys...
I mean, there's some big hitters there.
No, there is.
You could say that Becton is the least of all of them because he doesn't see the field as much.
Yeah.
But you got like 2... You have our right outside and left outside linebackers plus our starting quarterback.
I think I'm going to have to give it off to Stammer. Just because he's seen more time.
Yep.
I think we've seen his name a lot more, too. I think him and TJ obviously have made huge changes defensively for us. And I think... Oh, my Lord.
My Lord is right.
And like Kaiser, obviously, he's made a big difference. But I think he's still too young to really feel that big game change type of thing.
See, what's impressive to me in all this that we're discussing are 3 big rookies. Not taking anything away from Becton, but our 3 big rookies, what they've really... introduced to the team is a lot more speed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Off the corners for both our outside linebackers.
No question.
Kaiser, he's almost renowned for breaking the first tackle nowadays, or if he sees the heat coming, he can get on his high horse and like rush, for a couple yard gains, if not the first down. So, okay, I agree with you. I think Stammer is the choice right now for our Rookie of the Year. Oh. So then, who would you say is our Offensive Player of the Year?
Oh, Bell.
Team across.
100% Bell.
Yeah. It's funny how much difference a year makes and philosophy change. Like, it almost seemed like last year we were exclusively through the air with Rivers, which is suicide, as we've discovered.
Never a good choice.
Steve. There's a call out for you. I love the little giddy up into the end zone.
You know what? I thought they were going to try and close the hole up, so I'm like, let's get some hops. Let's get some big boy hops up in there.
He didn't big boy at all. He just giddy up.
Hey, you know what? He kind of bounced off. He kind of went like post to post and then dropped in. So that was pretty sweet. I'll take that. And what are your thoughts for...
I have to agree with you.
I mean,
the other person I would say outside of Bell, because I think it's a surefire thing. It's got to be Bell. Other two names I would throw in there is Kaiser. Depending on how he ends the season, he should be up there for contention. But at the midway point, yes, I agree, Bell. Another guy that I think really should be brought to conversation, though, is Zach Miller as well. Because to me, it seemed like whenever push came to shove and we needed a catch, even though we have Brown and Meredith, it was Miller that was able to make himself open. And that could very well be the case of they have to cover Brown. They have to cover Meredith. Miller's now open.
Yeah.
Or Miller's going against their 2 or 3.
Well, that's just the depth.
So, right? I mean, I think he's a guy that you have to at least mention. But all in all, it's been Bell that's been making the game. Oh, nice hit.
Sit him down. And how about defensively?
Defensively, I know based on what we discussed before, you're going Slade Jr. And, it's hard to say. I mean, he's, for the small sample size we've had him, he's made a big impact for us.
I think my thing was between him and Hightower.
Yeah.
Hightower's the captain of that defense, let's be honest.
Oh, well, I mean, usually your signal caller will be, right? And usually, most of the time, it's your middle linebacker. I would say contrary. I would say our left and right end, for me, really step it up. Carradine and Young, I love them. Carradine, as the carryover from last year, Young being new to us this year from the waiver wire, or not from the waivers, but from free agency. I think those are two key pieces on top of the two that you've mentioned already with Hightower and Slay.
Big changes on that defense, man. It's big.
Overnight, it seems like, what was it now you were pointing out? We're 87 overall on defense?
Yeah.
And we're younger. We're a lot more mobile.
Younger,
we're
faster.
Pressuring.
Oh.
I get frustrated. Oh my gosh, you almost had that. That would have been money.
I saw it last second. I wasn't sure where it was going. I'm like, oh, that's our guy. I can make a play on this. And I just kind of got to it. So you have our picks, guys. That was part of our discussion in the last episode.
Hold on. The last piece.
Oh.
Who's your MVP?
Bell.
You gotta just give it the Bell, eh?
Oh, 100%. Is there any question?
No. I agree.
It had to be a Bell. I think there's a lot of goodness that he's brought for us. And we've been very spoiled to have him and Brown on this team.
Well, it's the 9th game that we're playing right now, and he's over 800 yards for the season.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's going to crack 1,000 yards. Hands down, easy.
Oh, way too easy.
So
the next piece we leave to you guys is, of course, answer the question that NBA Hot Boy gave us. So, who are your, current actual NFL, potential MVPs, Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year candidates, all that good stuff. And then the fun part, as you guys have been watching these episodes, is for our team now, for our MMC Lions, Chef Tom's questions of who would be the equivalent to our team.
Rookie, offense, defense, MVP.
Leave it below, guys. We want to see it. We want to know. And then we're going to shout those out on one of our next episodes.
Oh, God, yeah.
And we'll discuss it. We'll have a little bit of fun with it. So
I mean,
that's your homework, guys. That's your homework, if you will.
I mean, stay tuned. We're a couple breaths away from playing in the playoffs. Knock on wood.
Which we didn't think was going to be possible.
I did not see that coming this year.
Oh. That's not where I want to throw that.
Woo!
I tried to get it up high, and it just kind of, sunk.
Thank God Buddy has no hands.
Yikes.
Those triceps, though.
Okay. Let's go spot and go. I might change this to a run because I feel like Bell's been that good. Kind of one of those things.
Yeah, Kaiser's doesn't look to be having it right now against Mini. I feel like we have to be a little more dependent on the run just to get Kaiser moving.
No dice.
Yeah.
Well,
as long as he's not injured, that's all I care.
Yeah, no, he's all right. He's all right. Let's try and boot this
heck is that guy doing
with Marquette because he's got a leg. Might have pooched it.
No, it's still in play.
That's there.
How is he not fair catching?
Oh no. There we go. Okay, so he didn't get far.
8 seconds.
He didn't get far.
He's gonna lob another one up.
Yeah,
that's it.
We'll look for a pick. There you go. And the thing is, we know Matty Stafford's got an arm.
Oh, does he?
So he's
not the most highest paid quarterback in the NFL for any reason.
Well, it's.
Oh, they're actually just gonna run it. I'm surprised.
You can talk to a bunch of our viewers. Guys like Jordan, guys like Sparty. We have a lot of Nicholas as well. We have a lot of Lions fans, and Stafford's a guy.
Oh, funny that we chose the Lions. Because remember when we were drafting, what fantasy team we were going to be, we were thinking about the Cheeseheads. We thought the Falcons.
We had quite a few choices in there.
We thought about a couple people.
And when we sat down with Polar Bear Steve, we're like, okay, what team do we not hate? And the Lions were just an easy team to choose.
Yep.
Because, it's hard to hate the Lions. They've done nothing to nobody. They're a very chill team.
They've had one of the best receivers in the modern era.
So, actually, really awesome you brought that up. The rumor mill of teams calling out to the Lions, asking for the exclusive rights to Megatron to potentially try and talk him in to come back to play football again.
I was surprised when he retired. I get why he did, but I was surprised that he did because he was still at the top of the game.
Oh, and I assume that he would probably pick up tomorrow and be literally one of the top 3 receivers in the league.
Like Lynch?
Yeah. Like, that kind of talent. That guy is not a joke. He's
got the height. He's got the speed. He's got the move. It was disgusting watching him play.
He's, again, is one of those guys who, like I mentioned, where you just toss it up, you expect him to make a play. He's that guy. And he did it for Stafford. He was a great safe net for a young QB coming into the league.
Yep.
And I think if Stafford had him still going, and I know, actually, this is a discussion we've had on one of our Twitch streams. I think Nick was saying he felt like Detroit was better off without Megatron because it forced the offensive coordinators to open up more options. Don't just always try and throw deep balls to Megatron. Stop trying to make him make all the plays.
Fair.
And funny enough, we had some other Lions fans in Caleb and Jordan who didn't so much agree. They're like, no, man, you want Megatron on the team. He's a really good player. And it's interesting to see the different, outlooks on it.
I tried to get to him.
And there's a lot of truth to it that, maybe, with the current offensive coordinator and Coach Sav, Jim Bob Cooter, he might look to really, destroy Megatron and throw it to him freaking 15, 20 times a game and not open up to some of the good receivers they have now, like guys like Golden Tate and, Kenny Galladay. As much as he's been injured, when he's been in the lineup, he's had some half-decent games. And, a big player like Marvin Jones Jr.
Oh, my God.
I feel like Sammy Watkins just always scores a touchdown.
He always burns me on that. As soon as I use her, I always get burned by Watkins. Every time.
So this game got a little bit tighter than it, I think. A little bit tighter than it had to be. I'm a little bit worried right now. But I believe in Bell. I believe in
quarter.
I believe in the process.
Thank you.
And I believe in our defense. And I think we're going to walk away here with a win.
Listen, there's plenty of time, okay?
I'm not worried.
Don't give me this worry.
Well, I had a little bit of words because it's 10-7. And I feel like typically this season with the way our team's been playing, we've always, been up, 14.
True.
Up 20.
True.
It's been a good season for us. And I think, one discussion we might have to have is looking up to, if we're running the floor with teams.
Do we up it?
Do we have to up our difficulty levels because we've just started adjusting so well to Madden? And that's a kudos to, of course, the feedback you guys have given us, the upgrades we've been able to make to the team, which, again, you guys called out and said, this is an area of opportunity. And, Chef Tom putting in the hours at home, playing Madden 17.
Yeah, you know what? If anything, that helped my eye of picking up the sack a little bit faster.
Face mask.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's an extra 15.
I'll take that. Yeah, buddy. I'm okay with that.
And then, of course, from my aspect of things, I give it out to the boys who come, out to Twitch every night with guys like Jordan and guys like Vince and, Caleb and Austin and all those guys.
Vin, I heard you.
Vin,
it's
I
been
heard
weeks.
you, man. Guys, hasn't just been 1 week. Hasn't just been 2 weeks. It might even be like 3 weeks that the God Squad hasn't been united.
We heard it.
Your voice has been heard. We have not forgotten. But you were also moving. There's been a lot of stuff going on. And of course, we've talked about it in a lot of episodes now more recently. Chef Tom and I are both getting married, man. It's a lot of work. It takes time. A lot of planning. It's funny because you hear a lot of people describe the whole wedding planning situation and how much work it is and that's another deal. But you don't truly grasp and understand it until you have to get into it yourself. And you're like, how did I get here? How did I get to this? Wow. So Ribkowski actually found some pay dirt. He was wide open on a little, weird slant route, which I didn't think would be possible for a fullback to get downfield that fast. So I was actually really impressed with that route. Essentially the same one you have right there. I think because of Brown's route, it kind of opened up a ton. Oh.
I got to kick another field goal.
It's Cam Chancellor.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, 56.
When you see the name on the back of the jersey, it all kind of adds up from there.
Am I going with the wind, against the wind?
You right now, no wind.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
You have no wind. You're just going to need a leg and a half. That should be close.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
That's garbage.
I swear that made it.
That is garbage.
I could have swore that made it.
I saw the ripple in the net.
Wow. That's tough, man.
I call bullshit.
Just a little bit short. Can we put it under review?
Not now.
No, I'm
okay.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm throwing the fake flag. I'm calling fake news.
Don't tempt me with this.
So a 10-7 game. You know what? I got to say, I'm giving it to the Vikings. They've made a lot of big plays.
Well, I mean, Watkins is...
No first?
I was like, yeah, no first.
31.
Okay, plug that line, boys.
Opportunity
Plug
awaits here.
that line.
Opportunity awaits. So can we also talk about how I am super depressed that for the third time in 4 years of my going to Pittsburgh, I will not be seeing the two starting quarterbacks who should be starting.
I thought you said for the third time you're going to Pittsburgh, you won't be seeing me there.
Well, that's also part of it. I tried for 4 straight years, Tom. 4 straight years. This guy will not make the road trip with me. I even pitched a drive. He could just sleep in the back for the whole, 6.5-hour drive.
Okay.
Comment below. Give Chef Tom shit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Feel the love.
Yeah.
Feel the love.
Yeah. Should have gone to Pittsburgh. Come see Heinz Field. One of the best fields
I hear it. I hear it.
ever. And the food is really good in Pittsburgh. You could have ate at Roethlisberger with us. That thing's an experience. A pound of American meat and sausage. Like cheese, lettuce, tomato, all in the homemade buns. The homemade subs. Just an egg. Oh, it's just goodness. Pure goodness. You eat one of those, you don't eat for 5 hours. It's that good. Then they got a really good wood-burn pizza joint called Proper. Really, really good as well. Excellent, excellent taste. Always busy.
Proper?
It's called Proper Wood-Burn Pizza.
Okay. So you give me the food mecca of Pittsburgh right now?
Well, you are the chef of the channel, of this brand. So that's what we do. We talk food.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Those are good spots.
It's funny. I have one of my servers right now. She's in Paris.
She's in Betty.
She's in Betty. And she keeps snapping me all these things. She's like, I just want craft cheddar. And she's going to the grocery stores and it's Camembert, Stilton's, triple cream brie. I'm like, yeah, what did you expect?
You're in France.
Yeah.
It's literally the wine and cheese capital of the world.
So that made me laugh. That was a good chuckle.
Well, I'm still kind of waiting for my garlic cheese crostini.
I know, you put it on my board, you asshole.
I did. Because I want you not to forget.
So at my condo, I have a chalkboard wall.
That's a real thing.
And usually when we host parties, we always encourage guests to
my.
decorate and choose as they please. This year, our designer, Andrew,
Put the MMC logo.
put the MMC logo on.
You also wiped the entire board.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah.
Start new fresh.
You missed the storyline.
New
So
year.
that's part of it. Because that thing has been, over the past, what, like 4 or 5 years, completely filled.
3.5, 4 years. Filled. Top to bottom. Giant pillar.
I wrote the initial one, too.
Yeah, so Jeff's originally was
23 years? 24 years?
yeah, where's my garlic cheese crostini?
I don't think I put Christine, did I?
I'm pretty sure you did. And then like you had a bunch of things like this house is mine, everything I own is or that you own is mine as I am Negan. You had that there for a bit.
I wrote that?
Yeah.
When
That was
the hell did that happen?
That was last year's Halloween. Jesus, that was a play.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, that was there. But so as we wiped the board clean, started fresh, Jeff could not leave my place without writing 28 years, Tom. Still no damn Christini.
That's a real thing. I feel like this war.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
What a play.
Is that carroting? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You celebrate that, son.
I feel like this warrants like story time with Chef Tom and Jeff.
About the garlic cheese crostinis?
About where this came from. This didn't start yesterday.
This pretty much all stems from the fact that Jeff's got a hard on for garlic cheese crostinis.
No, just garlic bread with cheese. Who doesn't love garlic bread with cheese?
Because it's not... There's nothing good there. Garlic bread's great. You don't have to add cheese.
Sure you do.
No, you don't.
More
Not
so-
everything is better with cheese.
I refuse that. And
Comment below.
yeah, cheese on everything.
No.
Yes.
No.
All thing, everything, cheese.
Regardless of the fact, lactose intolerant. No.
I'm calling pure bullshit. 28 years, still no garlic cheese crostini.
I'll make you garlic bread. No problem.
You know what? So I'm putting it all together right now. It all started when you were working on a menu, and I said, "Why don't you put down garlic cheese crostini?"
Was that the...
That was when it really kicked into play, and you're like, "Why the hell would I put garlic cheese crostini on my menu?" And I'm like, "Because it's amazing." And then the whole thing started where you're like, "No, it's not that good," and this, that, another deal. And I was like, people would pay for garlic cheese crostini. And I was like, we've been, alive together for 28 years, and you've never made me garlic cheese crostini.
Because it's 4 ingredients. It's garlic, butter, bread, cheese.
Hey, garlic bread is a fine art. It is easy to screw up garlic bread. Just saying. I feel like that should be part of the shawarma bet. Shawarma and
Soon enough,
garlic
I'm going to
cheese
be making
crostini.
you a whole fucking meal at this rate.
Comment below. 15-course meal. Chef Tom's best little tasters of everything. And we'll make it an episode.
Coconut shrimp.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the first things, that was one of the first things he made for us. The couscous,
Yep.
coconut shrimp. Yeah, we went ham that day. It was a good time.
That was a long time ago.
You got that right, man. Extremely long time ago.
It blows my mind that it still feels like yesterday.
Oh, get that.
Miller, I gave you kudos. See, Kaiser just doesn't have it in the air right now. 5 for 15, 69 yards.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be pleasant today.
He's not feeling the arm.
And, I thought he was really good last game.
He was great last game.
Which is, the one that we lost because who needs sound? Oh, stay on your feet, man.
Oh, my God, if you broke left. You broke left, there's nobody there beside you.
That ref just totally disappeared.
Steve got a little angry.
That was awesome. Okay, we got to find something here.
I'm hoping for at least a field goal right now. At least.
I'm hoping to chew the clock.
We're going for a nail-bite win again?
I don't try to do them. Sometimes it just works out that way.
Just happens.
Or Kaiser can just not throw the ball, and then we can just take a big 4th down.
Whew. And then they called the timeout. So they got 2 timeouts.
Nice. Yeah, not impressed with the boys at all today.
Just give it hell.
Not impressed at all.
So they're going to have just under a minute. Jesus Christ.
Put him down.
Just over a minute.
We put him down. Now's the time that we gotta make something happen here, guys. Now's the time.
This is clutch moments right now. Do it for the chair's sake.
Nice.
Nice.
We went there?
Yeah,
You gotta throw the chair at me.
Yeah. I'm pulling the Steve. That's a podcast reference for you. I like that. I like them apples.
He didn't drop the ball.
It's inbounds though, so they have to either burn a timeout or.
But the problem is, I gotta watch for the clock in case I can make a play here. This is not where I expected this game to go. I'm a little bit disappointed that we're even in this conversation right now. I'm gonna call a timeout because I got him a 2nd and 9. I'm feeling confident that we should be able to get a stop here.
I don't know how you're making this call right now. I would let them play the clock.
I get a feeling I can make a play.
Okay.
I get a feeling I can make a play. I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna trust our defense today.
There you
just
go.
Gonna trust the defense today. Go.
Oh.
Get off me. Get off me.
Oh! Burn the clock. Burn the clock.
Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
Wow. Kirkpatrick. So, was that this episode that we had a pick?
Or
last?
Maybe last episode.
So the one that you guys missed, we gave him kudos for having another pick for us. That's his first pick 6 with us. So, look now, that's 2 picks in 2 weeks. And this is a meaningful pick in the 4th quarter to give us the lead.
Yep.
My God.
You asked me why I clicked timeout. That was why. I had a feeling. I knew one of our guys was going to be able to make a play.
And they're starting at the 20. So.
And I caught Maddie there taking a look at Sammy. I like it.
I'm glad that you can, get on Sammy because I can't apparently. So. Oh, you know they're going to the air. They're not going to go to the run.
Oh, no. There's not a chance. Unless there's a dump pass underneath that they're just hoping to get some yards. But, yeah.
Like that?
Like that one, which
and a drop?
Coleman apparently couldn't handle.
Which I find BS. Coleman is one of the better receiving backs, I think.
He's a pain in the ass. And a lot of the guys we play with in Ultimate Team can attest to that. That guy just kills people. I don't know if it's just a mix of his speed and elusiveness, but he sometimes just refuses to go down, and it's not a pleasant game against him. So when you see Coleman pop up, you're like, oh, God, not one of these. So they got 1 timeout left, 22 seconds. We got to close this game off, man.
I have all the confidence in you after that pick.
You didn't have it in me before that?
I didn't know why you... Oh, my God, Seattle put up 55. Andrew Luck.
That would have been another one.
2 touchdowns, 4 INTs. That's not good.
Yeah, that man was shut down for the season.
Tubinsky, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Yeah, you know what? It worries me about Luck. Because now I'm starting to get the whole Manning neck situation feel right now. And I don't like that. I do not like that.
Well, I mean, again, you got to think about what injuries Luck had over the past few years. And they haven't been pleasant, man. They haven't been, like, easy, like, hey, broke a finger.
What was it, like ruptured sternum or something?
Like,
or like
spleen?
Yeah, like he was, like really...
Weird, serious injuries. Get off me.
Oh.
How is Bell not trucking any of these guys?
He almost got through. Oh, is that them? Okay, he burned their last time. Oh, 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty much game at this point.
You take the knee?
No.
There you go to the air?
I'm going to just run it.
Okay.
I'm going to run it down their throats. And if I can take it to the house and pad the stats there for Le'Veon, I will do it.
I had $1 every time I said that one.
Pad the stats for Le'Veon?
Ram it down their throats?
Oh. That's first down. Now, I'm not going to be stupid enough to try another play here, but get him a couple more yards.
All right.
That's a victory.
Good on you. I contributed nothing?
Well, Kaiser contributed nothing.
True.
I can tell you that.
Yeah, 69 yards, like, whoop-de-doo, it's a sex joke. But
I mean, we had a pick 6, really, and I think a Bell rushing touchdown. That pretty much did it for us.
Yeah, the pick 6 is what made it.
Not to say that Kaiser threw any picks or anything. No turnovers, but you expect more. And this is why I couldn't give Kaiser MVP.
Fair.
Just saying. That's kind of my piece on it. But look who did come big for us.
Bell.
Bell got the job done.
And our defense.
Yeah, and they've been... collectively, for me, they are an MVP.
We give our MVP defense.
Yeah. Drop a little love to those guys.
Give it to the defensive coach.
Ooh!
That's a biggie.
Ooh! That's a little... 8-1 against the 7-2 Patriots?
That's a dirty game next week.
I don't know who's on that Pats team, so it's going to be a fun one to see, which is always the great piece of fantasy draft.
Yeah, I agree.
That's there to see.
100%. I agree.
So, guys, this is where we're going to leave you. Another victory in the books. 8-1 Lions taking on the 7-2 Patriots.
That's a big game coming up next week.
It is a big game, man. And we want to send some love to you guys again. Thank you so much for dropping by for the episode. Keep watching all the good stuff we have to bring to you guys. We hope you're loving it. Make sure you're dropping your feedback and your comments below. Chef Tom and I love seeing them. We've mentioned that before. But it doesn't just need to be about the episodes. It could be about anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Drop below if there's stuff you guys want to see, you know, just with regards to the kind of content we're bringing out for you guys. We even got a call out for, I don't know if it was Madden or for baseball, but they want to see us draft our own teams separately.
Ooh.
And have a little face-off to see whose team does better.
Ooh.
So, see, ideas like that, guys, we love it. Because Chef Tom and I are going to think about it. We're going to put the thinking caps on.
I think we have similar... Okay,
tastes.
I'm not even... If that episode develops...
Stay tuned. Could happen. We don't know which game. Who knows? Who knows? Might not even be this year. It might be in maybe the next... I'm not saying a word. Guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. Go check out all the links below in the description. We leave it nice and easy for you guys to find. We talk about it every episode, but social media, follow us everywhere, guys. Facebook, Instagram, you know, Twitter. We're all over it. We try and stay active on it, especially on Twitter, especially on Instagram. Yep. You know, you get all the details from MMC. We start conversations there, the engagement's there. So make sure you're following us over there. Check us out on Twitch. We try and stream 2 to 3 times a week, bare minimum if we can. Recently, I know it's been a little bit all over the place.
A little hectic.
You
not
know,
consistent, but...
Not totally consistent. We're working on it. There's a lot of course, you know, Chef Tom and I both working full-time. It's Q4 right now. The crunch is big. Plus family birthdays, family celebrations, Christmas time. You guys know how it is, man. But we're going to do our best to keep it up for you guys as love and appreciation because you guys deserve it. You guys are the best. And we have fun doing it. And check out some MMC merch. I started off the episode with it. Here it is again, little drop. Tons of good stuff to check out over there. But our partners are great. Check them out as well. Also on the bottom, Clutch Chairz and Sand Labs. Great options for all your gaming needs. For comfort and focus.
And longevity.
And longevity. And that's the end of this one.
Till the next one. Keep it. Comment below. Keep it commenting.